this is Robert, and you are here on a Thursday. Hope you guys are all doing good out there. And as you probably saw by the title of the video, today's lesson is how to double your speed half the time. So the trick to this is what we're going to do is we're actually going to slow down quite a bit and attack a lot of different technique and kind of like your form, pretty much how you're playing guitar, in order to get everything kind of real nice and polished to where in the long run it's really going to double your speed in half the time, because you could spend, I don't know, a year learning how to play stuff fast and you could get it up to speed in that year and you might have bad technique, or you could really focus on your technique and probably have the same amount of speed in half a year. So to me there's a big advantage by practicing technique, working on your form, and just, you know, on the little like general things that people tend to overlook. So hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and let's get started. So I have two licks here for you. The first one's definitely more exercise based. I have never really used it in a song context. And then what I do is I take a similar lick, but I put it in more of a scale and make it usable in a musical kind of setting. So this is what we're actually going to practice here. We're going to use this. So if you notice right away, I'm using all of my fingers, and I'm really hitting a lot of techniques in there. So what I'm playing here, I'll explain it, and then I'll kind of walk you through what I really want you to focus on. On the B string, we're playing 5, 6, 7. Okay, then you go to 5 on the high E. Then 7, 6 on the B. So we're going to do that every single time. Okay, we're just going to change that high E note. So the next time you start it off the same way, 5, 6, 7. This time you hit 6 on the high E with your middle finger. Then back to the B. Okay, start it over again. Now this time you're going to use your ring finger, and you're going to have to roll it to get the high E string. I don't want you to completely pick it up off the string. I just want you to roll it down and roll back up. That one. Start it over again. 5, 6, 7. Then your pinky, you're going to hit 6 on the high E. And then back down that B string. So all together slow, it's this. Then you just cycle it how many times you want. So let's really take it apart and, you know, pretty much put it what it is. It's just an exercise. So when you're playing it, the things to watch is, one, how much your right hand's moving. So make sure that it's not moving any more than it needs to. If you're picking like this, there's really no need for your hand to move that much when you're picking, because you're still getting the same effect. You're just getting a picked note. So really focus on, if you see how little my right hand's moving. Okay? And next is your left hand. So let's focus on this one for a second. So you want to try to lift your fingers up as low as possible. I'm very guilty for lifting my fingers up too far off the fretboard, but it is something that I've been working on. And whenever I'm practicing, I really try to practice my scales or something like that, but instead of playing it, I'll really focus on how far I'm picking my fingers up. So it's a tough thing to practice, it's a bad habit to unlearn, so I would rather you guys catch it early on. Unlike what I've done is develop a bad habit and now I have to unlearn it. And that takes a lot more work than just learning it the right way from the beginning. So take that lick and just cycle it, and I'm alternate picking all of those. Okay, and get to where you've just got that one up to speed really well. Okay, so the second lick that we're going to do, because like I said, that one has this real chromatic-y kind of feel to it that's not really usable. And a lot of stuff, maybe in a fusion setting it would sound good, but for us rock players like me, I kind of like more of a scale-based lick. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to come up here and do, it's an E harmonic, E not, ugh. You know, I can never talk in these videos. It's a E Hungarian minor scale. So it's not exactly the easiest name to say, but what we're going to do is, it's just like a harmonic minor, but what you do is you take that A note and you raise it up to an A sharp. So you get that note in there. So the lick is going to be this, and you'll notice right away it has a very similar approach to it from the other one. So then up to speed. That's the kind of sound that you want to shoot for at the end of it. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing 11, 12, 13 on the B. Then I play that 11 on the high E with my index finger. Then 13, 12 on the B. Then I do 11, 12, 13 again. 12 on the high E. Back to that 13, 12 on the B. So we have... Okay, then you start it over again. This time you're going to reach up with your pinky to 15 on the high E. Then back down. Then back up again. And this time you hit 14 on the high E. Okay. So kind of at a medium speed would be this. And so on and so on. So those are the two licks. Take those and really practice them. And one thing also about building speed is you don't want to just have two speeds to you. You don't want to be able to play slow and fast. You really want to have that in-between speed. Like, you should practice things slowly building them up rather than going slow to fast. So you get that in-between speed, because fast sounds good all the time, but it's really cool to be able to sit there and maybe instead of going like that, sit there and slow down. Or, you know, kind of have these different speeds about you. It makes you a more dynamic player and really help you. Alrighty guys, that will be it for the lesson then. I hope that helps some people. Gives you guys a nice little speed boost. Like I said, unfortunately it slows you down at first because you're focusing on all these little things. But then all those little things add up to this big speed boost in the end. So practice it a whole bunch. I guarantee you it'll work. This is the same stuff that I've done for years now. And, you know, I hope to see you guys with the next video. So please subscribe. Peace out. Rock on. Keep on rocking, guys.